Part 2. Verdant Wind. Great Tree Moon. Blood of the Eagle and Lion. Now in control of the Great Bridge of Myrddin, the Alliance Army invades the Imperial territories. In response, the Imperial Army garrisons soldiers at Fort Merceus.
All of that went about as well as it could have. Each lord has agreed to provide us with soldiers and supplies.
I'm impressed you were able to convince all of those scattered nobles to help us. I thought they would quarrel about how much support they should each provide. That's what they usually do.
Well, Count Gloucester took the initiative in taking on responsibilities. I presume that was because you spoke with him in advance, Lawrence.
I merely explained the situation at hand. Then my father simply followed your lead, Claude. It was because you had the professor there to represent Lady Rhea. My father is a pious follower of the Church of Seiros.
I don't doubt it. I wasn't under the delusion that it was my personal charm that unified everyone. Thanks for that, by the way. I hope you don't feel like I used you, because I sort of used you. I understand. You're having a hard time adjusting to your new role, aren't you? You weren't even a follower of Seiros to begin with, and somehow you've ended up as a representative of the Church. I realize that you might feel guilty about deceiving the believers for our cause. But this is just what the Archbishop wanted, and she's the highest authority in the Church. Besides, as wielder of the Sword of the Creator, it's undeniable that you're special. I think you should be more confident in yourself and use your position to the fullest.
I have news. Our enemy is gathering troops at Fort Merceus. Their army is immense, likely led by a renowned general, or perhaps even...
Perhaps. But she's more than that now. She's the actual Emperor. If we can defeat her, the Empire will collapse.
There's something else. An unidentified army has approached the Great Bridge of Myrddin. They passed through the Daphne and Gloucester territories from the northwest with incredible speed. They're raising the banner of House Blaiddyd. Perhaps they are the remnants of the Fargus royal family. From what we could tell, they posed no threat to the citizens of the Alliance, and so we refrained from engaging them in needless combat.
Maybe they hope to fight against the Empire to avenge their fallen prince. And what about the bridge itself?
Obviously, we wouldn't let them pass without receiving envoys first. We thought they may try to force their way through. We considered firing warning arrows, but they left immediately, heading east.
Are they intending to use one of the bridges in Ordelia territory?
Most likely. But the Imperial Army still controls those bridges. I can't imagine what they intend to do in the Empire, even if they do manage to break through.
I'm reluctant to ease up on our surveillance, but it would be difficult to track them there. For now, let's assume they're just troops belonging to the Old Kingdom. In any case, we should proceed with caution. Soon we'll be entering Empire territory ourselves. If our enemies are going to intercept us with an attack, it will probably be at Gronder Field. How fitting that it was the site of the Battle of the Eagle and Lion 5 years ago. My secret is hard work.
Really?
It's like this. I'm a graduate of the Golden Deer House, but that was a little before your time, Professor. We won the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Of course, we mostly have Holtz to thank for that. And now he's the greatest general in the Alliance. I didn't do so great in comparison.
So, the campaign continues, does it? Well, allow me, as a professional recluse with 10 years of experience, to volunteer for, staying behind. Oh, who am I kidding? The fighting won't stop until we've defeated Edelgard, will it? Or until we lose, I guess. But there's not much use in thinking about that.
Hey, Ignatz. Getting lost in your imagination again?
No, today I am praying. I'm hoping that if I pray with all my might, she will appear before me.
The goddess, you mean?
Yes. Perhaps it's strange to think about such things.
Nah, you're fine. If I had the chance to meet the goddess, I certainly wouldn't say no. Especially your version of the goddess, huh? A total looker, isn't that right?
That's a disrespectful way of putting it. I just believe that she's a divine beauty. She'd have to be, considering how she mesmerized the people of Fodlan when she walked among them.
Too true. No doubt an incomparable beauty, that one. Who do you think is lovelier, the goddess or our own Teach?
You can't go around saying things like that. How am I supposed to answer?
Funny to think that even now she must be somewhere, right? Well, I guess she's just floating on a cloud or whatnot.
Yes, indeed. Watching over us from above. And they say that someday she will return to walk amongst us again.
Well, don't mind me. You go ahead and get some good praying in. If the goddess appears, you let me know, okay?
What? No! If she does appear, I want it to just be the goddess and me.
It'll be way better if I'm there too. I'm saying this for your benefit, Ignatz.
Why?
Imagine an incomparable beauty standing before you. Do you really think you'll be able to remain calm?
Well, that is to say...
But if I'm there, I can smooth things over. Have a nice chat, invite her to tea, everything a goddess deserves.
Oh, well, I suppose that makes sense.
Of course it does. Now, get on with it. Pray like you've never prayed before.
Hey,
Hey, Leonie. I mean, hello, beautiful. What brings a sweet girl like you to a place like this?
I just came to the greenhouse to look at flowers. What's with you?
Nothing much. Nothing much. I was just thinking about how sunflowers don't deserve to be stuffed away in a greenhouse. They bloom better out in the open, just like you.
Could you cut the weird metaphors and just say what you want to say? Oh wait, I get it. I'm not ladylike enough to fit in with all the pretty flowers.
No, okay, that compliment backfired. Let me try a different angle.
This is a joke, right? Tell me this is a joke.
What have you got against sunflowers anyway? I think they're lovely myself. If you think I only care about delicate flowers raised in a greenhouse, you've got me all wrong. Statuesque sunflowers, blooming proud and tall in the open air, have a beauty all their own.
Is that right?
You better believe it. And the same goes for you. You have a beauty unlike any other. I look at you and I see sunflowers.
Look, can you just go back to normal?
At this point, I feel like anything I say is just going to make you more angry.
Why are you suddenly not capable of carrying on a normal conversation?
My eyes have been opened to the charms of the beautiful flower blooming right beside me. It's a whole new day for my heart.
You can quit messing with me at any time.
I'm not. I'm absolutely serious. You really are as charming as any flower. I see that now.
Would you stop? This is getting weird.
Even sincerity doesn't work? What kind of flirting is going to satisfy you? You know what? I'm just going to leave you alone for now, so I can get a fresh start some other time.
Right. Bye. Charming? Me, of all people. Like I'd actually believe that. Stupid.
Ah, Dorothea. What are you doing here?
I was actually waiting to see you.
Were you going to invite me out to dinner? I accept.
Yes, I was. I don't think it would be so bad to share a meal with you from time to time.
How about tonight? I'm busy tomorrow.
That's fine by me. What are you busy with, I wonder? Girls? And more girls?
Isn't it an unwritten rule not to ask about such things? But what a curious turn of events. Have you perhaps got an ulterior motive?
No ulterior motives. If you're worried, we can just pretend this conversation never happened.
No, wait! That's not what I meant. I just don't understand why you want my company now, when you've always been so cold to me. Have you perhaps fallen in love with me?
My stomach just got queasy. You know what? Maybe I'll eat on my own after all.
Fine, fine, I get it. You want someone to chase your loneliness away.
Something like that, yes. If you don't want to, I'll ask someone else.
Don't dream of it. It would be my pleasure, milady. And to be clear, the reason you chose to spend time with me is my family, yes? Or is it my crest? Both? I'm just curious about such things. Say I was a commoner. Would you still have invited me to dinner?
Is this really necessary for a simple dinner invitation? Actually, I have a question of my own. Say I was a hoarse-voiced old hag. Would you still be flirting with me? Would you still want to hold my hand and whisper sweet nothings?
That's a difficult question. I have nothing against mature women, but...
Even if you were an old man, I still would have invited you out. If you were a former noble exiled from his family, or an orphan from the streets, my heart cares not. Just kidding. I just wanted to try saying it. Of course it's better that you have money.
You little... Yeah, that's probably true. So, Dorothea, about that dinner?
It would be an honor to have you join me tonight. And let's not talk about things like this over dinner, okay?
Even if I was an old man or an orphan, huh?
Hey. We don't need to have this conversation.
You don't know what I was going to say.
Something about our vastly different approaches to life.
Fine then. We don't need to talk about it. Actually...
Really, Guy.
Sorry, you go first.
I was gonna say I'd hear you out.
Okay, let's talk about it. I will be faithful to Lady Rhea until I die. If I had to choose between you and her, I would choose her every time. I assume that disqualifies me from being your partner.
Between you and Rhea, I'd choose you. But between you and me, I'd choose me. That probably disqualifies me from being your partner, too.
Well, no. I'm quite fond of being alive. I don't intend to sacrifice my life either. If it came down to you or me, I'd choose...
What's wrong?
Nothing. You're not like the rest of the knights. Maybe someday you'll have to take a path that diverges from ours. What if we went to war with your country?
It is a possibility.
Maybe I shouldn't be thinking like that.
The future is one of the great mysteries of life. We can worry about it when the time comes. But until our paths diverge, you're my partner. And I couldn't ask for a better one.
You got that right. I'm the best there is.
Hey!
We might see Edelgard herself leading the enemy in the next battle. If they're coming out of Fort Mercius, our troops might even clash on Gronder Field. And those other troops on the march. Who knows what they'll do, or what side they'll take. Not sure how we're supposed to form a strategy with so many unknowns. I don't know why you're so confident, but it does somehow make me feel better. Anyway, we've come this far. Let's just keep putting one foot in front of the other and see how far we get.
The Great Bridge of Murden was considerably better fortified than it was 5 years ago. The bridge was full of soldiers, and they all died. And Ferdy was there. We killed Ferdy, Professor. He used to be our friend. Do you remember those days?
Professor.
Hello there.
Lady Rhea. I've got to keep this place clean, and I mean properly clean, every day. Dust it, sweep it, everything. You never can tell when Lady Rhea might be back.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I hear we're sending troops to Gronder Field next. Is that what's what? That whole area is in the territory of House Burgley's. It's famous as the main granary of Fodlan. If we could capture it, we probably wouldn't have to worry about food anymore. Bread for all!
Hey!
A moment, please.
Since you secured the Great Bridge of Murden, trade got a lot easier within the Empire. Nevertheless, profits are rather thin compared to how it was 5 years ago. You can't be much of a trader unless you're prepared to traverse the whole of Fodlan.
Reconnaissance is becoming more of a risk the deeper we move into enemy territory. If I don't come back, assume I'm dead. Good. We have to be realistic. Don't waste your energy worrying about me.
Hello there.
This one, yes? Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome! You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. Come again.
Hello! Will this one do? It's all yours. Will this one do? It's all yours. Take it. Will this one do? It's all yours. Take it. Will this one do? It's all yours. Take it. Tell your friends.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. Come again.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business. Come again.
Edelgard's presence suggests that Hubert is around too. He is Minister of the Imperial Household, after all. He's been around Edelgard since they were children. I suppose he must be pretty happy with his current position.
I've cut all contact with my family since joining this fight. Were I to see soldiers of the Galatea family amidst the host flying the royal family's banner, well, all chance of reconciliation with my father would end there. I do not know if that is the right path, but the fact is, I've come this far. There's no time for second guessing. Not anymore.
Okay.
Word just reached me that the Empire has stationed soldiers in Fort Mercius. If they decide to dig in their heels and defend the fort, we'll be in a difficult situation. I hear it's an impregnable keep, surrounded by high ramparts. Taking it would not be easy. Word, if they I hear. Wow, for me? Wow, for me?
Right.
Hey, I could use a hand. Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Hello.
Professor. Beyond the Great Bridge of Murden, it's all unfamiliar territory for us. We don't know where Lady Rhea's being held. We ought to investigate all potential locations thoroughly. The Knights of Seiros will handle the search. We'll report back if we learn anything.
Hey!
Please?
No.
So, we're finally moving into enemy territory. We can expect the war to get even more intense from here on out. I'm really feeling the tension now. I have almost no experience with battles of this scale. Professor, I'll be grateful for your leadership on the battlefield. I know I can trust you.
The time's come to fight the Empire, huh? Wow, it's shaping up to be quite the battle. And I've got no problem with that. But that mystery army really worries me. There's no indication if they're friend or foe. Who do you think they are, Professor? I suppose it's possible. After all, His Highness is supposedly dead. Well, whoever they are, I hope we can avoid fighting them.
Okay.
Since Little Claude became their leader, the Alliance... Since Little Claude became their leader, the Alliance Lords haven't been especially unified. Now they're suddenly united for a common cause. As a result, the Empire hasn't been able to perform even one successful incursion. Rather, we're the ones who might get the jump on them. It's incredible. Magical, even. Maybe his strategic genius was simmering for those 5 years, and it returned to a full boil once you two were reunited. Or maybe he always knew he'd meet you again, and he was preparing for that this whole time.
Hello.
Professor. Thanks to our victory, I've been able to study the Great Bridge of Murden at my leisure. And you know what? It's an astounding structure. So much history there. Imagine how much time and effort it must have taken to build something that big. Over water, no less. I hope that someday it will be opened up to the people of Fodlan, a historical site, rather than a military checkpoint.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Has it truly been 5 years since then? Can you recall whether it was before or after I joined your class, Professor? I am glad you have not forgotten. It was shortly after I joined your class. I remember it like it was yesterday. Wow! I am delighted! Wow! I am delighted! Wow! I am delighted! It was shortly... I shall take it. Wow, I am delighted. Wow, I am I shall take it. No.
Indeed. When undertaking research, the usual method is to form a hypothesis, then test it with experiments. Those experiments reveal facts and falsehoods, yet sometimes they also unveil an exception. You seem to be that exception when it comes to my crest research. Worry not, Professor. Exceptions are what make my work interesting. Why don't the rules apply to you? I will find out eventually. I feel it is my destiny as a crest scholar.
What the?
So the Boar Prince is dead. Decapitated, I hear. I haven't seen the severed head myself. Perhaps he's still alive and leading that army. You're right. I can't let my emotions take hold. Either way, a major battle awaits us. Try not to die. I'd be annoyed if you did.
I gotta say, it's tough to keep the fighting spirit alive when you recognize your enemies on the battlefield. So you can't avoid it, huh? How did everything get so messed up? Just because we're fighting someone doesn't mean we gotta hate them. That's probably the worst thing about war. Win or lose, I still get a bad taste in my mouth.
If we defeat the Imperial army at Gronder Field, what will our next objective be? I guess we won't have much choice but to try to take Fort Mercius, on the far side of Gronder Field. It's probably too soon for us to be thinking about that, isn't it? I'm sure it's already occurred to Claude, though. Wow, I can have this? Wow, I can have this? Wow, I can have this? If we I guess it's probably I'm sure it's all... Wow, I can have this?
Professor!
Something else. House Gloucester has changed its allegiance and joined the faction that is against the Empire. The Alliance will thus remain united. But thanks to this latest ploy, my father is more suspicious of Claude now than ever, if such a thing is possible. Ordinarily, I might credit his helpful posture toward us to his devout faith in the Church of Seros. But it is clear to me now that this is nothing more than a shrewd calculation on his part. He is only thinking of his position. We are in the clear for now, but please bear in mind that the Alliance is never an entirely stable union.
Each time we press forward, our search for Rhea broadens to a wider area. I certainly hope we will find at least some clue. But I do suspect I already know where she is. If I'm right, and she is in the Imperial capital, then we cannot save her until we topple the Empire. This is wonderful.
I hear the next battle could be a big one. Is that true? I miss the old days when if someone got hurt, we'd rush them to the infirmary and make them well. But on the battlefield, there's not enough time to help. People die. Professor, don't be one of those.
Hey there. We secured the win in our first skirmish, but the next battle is a different matter. The Empire will come after us with everything it's got. Even so, the ultimate victory will be ours. And I'm not just saying that. I've made ample preparations to ensure our victory. It's my rule to never leave victory to chance. You can't rely on the protection of the goddess. With your power and my schemes, I should be able to plot a direct course to victory.
If this mysterious military force is the remnants of the kingdom, you'd think there would have been the possibility of a united front. But from what I've heard, that's going to be difficult. Their behavior is very erratic. If they're clamoring for revenge and death, then it's probably better if we have nothing to do with them.
Nobles who are changing allegiance again and again. I do not have understanding for that. How can you trust if treason comes with ease? How can you be calling yourself a noble? I do not have understanding of the reasoning. Survival has more importance than that. Are they not knowing this? heard that some unidentified troops have appeared, but apparently they were flying the flag of the Fargus royal family. Do you think it was Dimitri's ghost? His country was taken before he ever wore the crown. Surely he must regret that. Claude seems filled with confidence, but I wonder if everything really will be okay. The Imperial Army might be hiding the Emperor, and the troops headed south might belong to the Old Kingdom. I'll be honest, I'm incredibly uneasy about all of this. But at this point, there's no option but to move forward.
I trust you and Claude, but I feel uneasy. If we lose in the next battle, the Empire's army will likely come surging into Alliance territory. If that happens, my parents won't escape unharmed. They've raised their anti-Imperial flag after all. Thank you, Professor. I'll fight with all I've got to. Speaking with you has eased my mind a bit. Just enough, in fact, to put me in the mood for sweets. For me? I love it! For me? I love it! Thank you. Thank you.
So, we're finally going to set foot in the Empire. I'm starting to get a little nervous. We already fought Ferdinand at the Great Bridge of Murden, but I guess there's a good chance we'll be fighting more old friends from here on out.
Huh? I can hardly believe we're crossing the borders of the Empire to battle their army. I never thought I'd see the day. You'd never guess from the calm looks on everyone's faces, though. I mean, we're probably all gonna die, let's be honest. If you don't mind me saying, you don't look like you're in the middle of a crisis either. Oh, perhaps that was a little rude of me? Actually, it's the Great Tree Moon now, isn't it? Not that anyone's in much of a mood to celebrate the new year, of course.
Claude was saying that our next battle might be in Gronder Field. Is that right? Reminds me of the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. But of course, that was a very different time. When it was over, all three class heads complimented each other on their bravery. And then we had a party. But we can never go back to that, can we?
Excuse me, could you do me a favor?
Professor!
Oh, hello, Professor. How nice to see you. You caught me off guard. I was actually just thinking about you. Just a moment ago? Well, I am afraid I just do not understand you. When we first met, I sensed something different about you, something mysterious. And now I am convinced your existence itself is very special. Thinking on it, I know it to be true. You have a crest that should have been lost long ago. You wield the sword of the Creator as if it is nothing. Your hair and eye color changed on that day 5 years ago, to the same sort of color as mine and my brother's. I do not know. My brother refuses to speak to me of it. Since then, you have led us into battle, and thus far, we have always come out victorious. Your comrades and colleagues adore you. They believe in you, in your strength. I doubt there is a single soul who is likened to you. Who are you, really? I simply do not understand. Whatever the case may be, having hair like mine is proof that there is something exceptional about you. I may as well come forward with things. I, too, am unlike others. Surely you recall when I was targeted, specifically for my blood? I may not be special in the ways you are, but my blood is rare. It seems the two of us share a special differentness. I also believe that we are bound together in some way. Of this I am certain. Therefore, I intend to stay by your side and watch over you. Your existence must be preserved at all cost. Certainly those are the words of a hero. Let us unite our powers. Together, we are unstoppable.
Captain Gerald and I used to enjoy meals together just like this.
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
I would be liking that greatly.
The flavor is nostalgic to me for some reason. I'd like some more.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself.
Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to the chef.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
This dish. It was my father's favorite. This is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking. I would happily eat this every day.
to relax.
Professor Hanneman, do you have a moment to talk?
Of course, Miss Dorothea. Whatever is on your mind.
I heard you were once a member of the nobility, and you surrendered your title to come here.
Indeed, I was a noble once. Why are you so curious about that?
I knew there was something noble about your speech and your perfect manners. You're always impeccably dressed, too, and you have a certain pride about you. What interests me is that you threw it all away. Why?
I threw nothing away, child. In fact, by stepping away from its trappings, in my heart I feel closer than ever to the true meaning of nobility.
How so?
Consider this. At its inception, the concept of nobility assumed that the greatest among the populace would rise to power. In my mind, I believe that means those who value knowledge, those who strive for more and wish to protect and guide their fellow man. However, in practice, nobility often serves to keep those deemed commoners down, segregated from those who, by chance, were born to a noble family. That is one of the reasons I decided to leave that nonsense behind and dedicate myself to the study of crests. Though I have abandoned my position, in my mind it was to pursue what I consider to be a truly noble pursuit, that of knowledge.
I see. Well, you're definitely a noble in that sense of the word. To pursue such admirable ideas without regard for your social position. How wonderful.
Pardon?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just very moved by your words.
Ah, well, I'm quite pleased to hear you say so.
Something appears to be wrong with my throat.
Singing is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it. Speaking with you, I am grateful. Did you call me? I am grateful. This is delicious. This is delicious. Talking to you feels worth my time. I feel there's a lot I can learn from you. I see. My hair color is pretty unique, huh? Tea is nice and all, but it's not much good when you don't have sweets to go with it. Well now. Ah, that tea was delicious. Invite me again sometime. See ya! Professor.
Each time I certainly, if I'm right, I must thank you. This invitation was unexpected. Just the way I like it. We must have similar tastes. I must thank you. I feel at ease. Yes. I concur. Yes. Ah. Yes. Yes. If there is anything I can do for you, please tell me. Professor. What? These hair and eye colors are rarely seen in Fodlan. Ah, delectable. I am surprised you wanted to spend time with me. I should get back to work. Thank you for the tea.
Still got it. Oh, you're just flattering me. Still got it. Still got it. Always more to learn.
This will be useful. This will be useful.
That was nice. Maybe I've grown. Maybe I've grown. I managed to get it. Oh, I'll get the next one too. How could I do such a thing? It was quite a challenge. I've got to keep working hard. I've got to keep working hard.
This could be useful. Maybe.
That way. Your praise is appreciated. Let's do this again.
I thought this was a test. Still a long way to go. All right, that's enough praise. Wow, I seem to be on a roll. Hey. Hey.
I have a question. Is that so? Professor.
Oh, hey, Professor. Actually, I ran into that thief while I was shopping just now. Maybe you don't remember. It's been quite a while. The man who stole the book from that market stall. I saw him on the street with his kid. They were both so grateful. It's a really nice feeling. Yeah, but it did seem like they were still having trouble getting by. I guess what you said to me back then was right. My actions didn't really solve the problem. I can't help everyone, no matter how much I try. If I had the money or power, maybe, but I don't. You know, a long time ago, Leonardo said nearly the same thing to me. I think it was when I tried to look after the horses all on my own. I really messed that up. He said, "You're not quite ready for this yet, but there's no need to rush." I know I can't help very many people right now, but I think doing what I can for those I see in front of me is still worthwhile. I have to believe that, at least. Thanks. That's reassuring to hear. What about you, Professor? Has anything been troubling you lately? I'd be happy to help, as long as it's not looking after horses. You might not want to trust me with that. Hey, don't be that way. There's gotta be something. It doesn't have to be serious. I genuinely enjoy helping people. It's a great feeling making someone smile. So if there's anything I can do for you, I want to do it, because I care about you. You think so? It's just what anyone would do, really. So what'll it be? How can I help? Happy to, if that's what you'd like.
May I discuss something with you? I promised to help you find the truth of who you are, but I'm afraid it's not that simple. There are some details I have kept concealed. 5 years ago, before she vanished, I asked Rhea some pointed questions. I learned that she knows everything about you. No, that is understating it. Rhea is responsible for your existence. I could explain to you here and now what fragments of knowledge I was able to pry from Rhea. I fear, however, that a partial understanding might do you more harm than good. Once we save Rhea, you will know the whole of it. For now, that is all I can tell you. If you are still uncertain about your feelings, then permit me to add one more thing. You, Rhea, and I, we are like family. Because of those deep ties, you can be certain that I will never abandon or betray you. On the contrary, I greatly wish to see what your future holds. I am, and will always be, your ally. You are not wrong. History is full of examples. I don't believe that will be the case here, but I suppose all I can do is ask for your trust. The truth is, you have become indispensable to me. And that is true quite independently of whether I see eye to eye with Rhea, or even whether we are friends. After this war is over, where I go and what I do will depend wholly on you. I am still trying to figure that out myself. Perhaps it is just that I find you so fascinating that I cannot bring myself to leave your side. I dislike a one-sided conversation, but in this case I am afraid I had no choice. Our future is yours to determine.
Come, we have work to do.
Ready to hop to it.
A fine result.
I work to grow. Is this what success feels like?
Mission accomplished. Let's pack up and get out of here.
Yes. Let's.
What's wrong? You don't seem like your usual self.
Oh, I'm still the same old Alois. Come on, let's head back before nightfall.
Don't try to hide it. You're making it obvious.
Shamir, can I ask you a stupid question?
That depends on how stupid it is.
You're a skilled sniper. You've completed countless missions. And in the process, you've taken countless lives.
Correct. And your point?
After a mission, do you ever think about the people you killed?
Never.
I see. Well, I guess that's the best way, huh? There's no point dwelling on it.
After all the lives you've taken, why worry about it now?
I've got everything packed up. I'm going to head back now. You should head home as well, before it gets too dark.
What a tiresome man.
Hi. Well...
It's like this.
Professor.
Hello there. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
There's I hope the... Welcome! Come back soon!
Hello! Tell your friends!
Food tastes better when shared with good company.
Captain Gerald and I used to enjoy meals together just like this.
making delicious food really takes my worries away. I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
Oh, at last! A chance to show off my cooking skills. Uh-huh. There. Looks tasty, doesn't it? Needs a little more salt. Definitely.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
Singing is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it. I heard that apparently this country...
There is still more to learn.
Word just reached me that I hear.
Professor, beyond the great, we don't know the Knights of Ceres.
Either way.
I have made my peace.
Worry not, I will.
Professor, the time's...
I've cut where I all chant, but the fact is... So we all... I guess it's...
I see. I've got to keep working hard. Easier than I thought. Don't stop. Keep it coming. Easier than I thought.
Still got it. Oh, you're just flattering me. Let's do that again some. I've really gotten the hang of this.
That wasn't difficult. Your praise is appreciated. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. That wasn't difficult. Thank you for teaching me.
I managed to get it. Oh, I'll get the next one too. I managed to get... I think I've got the idea. I managed to get it. That was nice. I got it? Good! You're quite the motivator, Professor. I appreciate your coaching, Professor.
I'm getting the hang of it. I got it? Good!
Your guidance was greatly useful. Your guidance was greatly useful. Professor.
Ah, there you are. Hello. Oh, yes. Apologies. I'm struggling with some unpleasant thoughts. Since the war began, I've ended so many lives. You and your students got your hands dirty as well. Nobody forced you all to join the fight, of course. You did so of your own volition. Still, there must be something very wrong with the world for it to make children into killers. That's true enough. We've all gotten older. Ah, listen to me. I'm sorry for being so glum. Well said. In truth, I don't think any expression will improve my looks. I'm a brute, no matter what face I pull. Ah, you really are just like Gerald. When I was down in the dumps, he'd cheer me up with a playful quip. He gave me his library of jokes, but when I tell one of them, nobody laughs at the punchline. They laugh at me. You, on the other hand, well, you inherited the old man's comic talents. I'm feeling pretty perky now, all thanks to you. I can't stop this war by feeling gloomy about it. Onward, to a brighter future. To tell you the truth, that was another line I picked up from Gerald. He taught me everything about life. He was more important to me than anyone in the world. Apart from you, perhaps. Come on, no need to blush. It's the truth. When I look at you or see you fighting in battle, it's like I'm seeing a sibling. But at the same time, it's like seeing something sacred and powerful. Something I must defend. You're so important to the future of Fodlan, and to me. I promise to continue protecting you with the strength of a knight and the love of a big brother. I guess that makes sense when you consider the age difference between us and my closeness to Gerald. Regardless, in the name of the captain, I swear to keep you safe. You're welcome to return the favor, should you feel so inclined. Not too shabby, if you ask me.
This'll be useful.
Interesting.
Well worth the effort.
It's all instinct now.
What's my strategy?
Here is something to believe in! I must lead them well. There is still room for improvement.
My orders?
More fighting.
Will this ever end? All this power just to survive.
I'll do my best.
I'll cut through.
What's the plan?
I will prevail.
Let's clean up.
At the ready. I fought and won. I'm that much closer to my goal. Good fuel for a scheme.
I'll crush them all.
All is going to plan.
I can feel it in my bones.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
Fun to watch.
Let's finish this! Don't bother haunting me. Hey, look at you.
another victory.
Make a difference? I'll keep pushing myself.
I owe you one.
Feels good to fight for a cause. I'll grow as strong as I can.
One day, the war will be over.
Too slow.
It was meant to be.
A predictable success.
I'm not dying here.
Not bad at all.
Obvious. Sorry, but I must.
Did the trick.
So close. Too easy.
Hold a grudge if you must.
A fitting outcome. I'm that much closer to my goal.
Not for myself, for everyone.
So close. Strategy in motion. We're all desperate, aren't we?
Gonna need you to move!
For Gerald.
Sorry, but I must. I can't afford this setback. You'll need me for this.
Don't underestimate us. All right, who's next? There's more work to be done. Thanks.
Too easy. A piece of cake.
My moment has arrived!
You got yourself killed. A fitting outcome.
Welcome!
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. 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 Come back.
I'll cut through.
What's my strategy?
This could turn the tides.
I'll do my best.
At the ready.
How best to use this skill? More fighting.
I'll crush them all. I'll never back down. Let's clean up. Going for the kill. Thinning their numbers.
I will prevail.
My orders?
What's the plan?
Watch and learn. That's a fact. Battle got it. With all of my might.
For Bridget, I find strength to carry on.
Too easy. A fitting outcome. I'm that much closer to my goal.
Stay down.
Thank you.
All for our future. Need to pull my weight. Just be careful.
This is my stage now.
One to remember. Strength never betrays. You fought well. Stronger, faster, never enough.
I fought and won.
I'll make up for this setback.
A fitting outcome. Sorry, but I must.
You're a big help.
Going for the kill. Strength is all for a mercenary.
What's the plan?
It's win or die. Feels like fighting is all there is.
A fitting outcome. More battles means more strength.
I must continue my training.
I fought and won.
Hold a grudge if you must.
You got yourself killed.
I'll cut you down!
One to remember.
So close. A fitting outcome.
Going for the kill. Feels good to fight for a cause.
Inspired.
about a curtsy? Still far from the top.
I'll cut through.
What's the plan?
I'll do my best.
I owe you one.
I've made good progress.
What's my strategy?
It won't be in vain.
At the ready.
More battles means more strength.
More fighting.
I'll crush them all. Can't hold me back. Let's clean up. Going for the kill. Feels good to fight for a cause.
My orders? I will prevail.
All right, next. I fight and grow stronger. Only natural. Growth sustains me.
You are in my way! understanding is complete.
Goddess, forgive me. I feel a little stronger.
So close.
Appreciate it.
Thinning their numbers. Fighting is what I do. I'm stronger. It's win or die. I must lead them well. There is still room for improvement.
That wasn't my best.
Hopefully I'll be more useful now.
All for our future. We're all desperate, aren't we? Sorry, but I must. Too easy. Don't bother haunting me.
this power just to survive.
Going for the kill. Stay down. More. Invigorating.
All is going to plan.
Pull out all the stops.
A fitting outcome.
Thank you.
Not for myself.
For everyone. For Bridget, I find strength to carry on.
Not looking good.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
It won't be in vain.
All in a day's work.
You got yourself killed.
Feels good to fight for a cause.
Always more to learn. Always more.
I've learned a lot. Is this my true talent? That's a relief. You're making me blush. Making strides.
I've learned a lot. This'll be useful. I've learned a lot. That was so helpful. Thanks. I think I got the hang of it. Yes, very good. Yes. Yes.
You're so good at teaching that you make me jealous. You're so...
That was easy, thanks to you. I could get used to this.
Hey there, Professor.
A fine result.
This is working out.
I'm a quick study.
Oh, hey, Marianne. Leonie? I thought greenhouse duty was mine today. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm sorry. You've been avoiding me ever since I lost my temper, haven't you? You're probably scared of me now. In the moment, I was hurt.
I'm sure you had good reasons to act the way you did. If you want me to leave you alone, I will. I promise. You've got nothing to fear from me.
Leonie,
I've watered all the plants, so I'm done here. I'll get out of your way.
Wait!
Huh? Hey, what is it?
It's, I don't mean to bother you. I'm sorry for keeping you here.
No, not at all. Thanks for keeping me. Honestly, I've been worried about you. If you ever want to talk about anything, just say so. I'll make time.
I've been avoiding people for most of my life, so I'm not the best at speaking.
I know it's hard. You've been through a lot. But it's worth the extra effort to talk to your friends.
I make everyone uncomfortable. I just don't know how to carry on a conversation.
Hey, we're having one right now. And I'm telling you, I'm not uncomfortable. I'm actually really happy. So don't worry about me. And it's okay to be quiet sometimes, but try to find a middle ground at least. Otherwise, you'll never get any better.
Oh.
As far as what to talk about, anything's good. Hobbies, things you like, a dream you had last night. Really, anything.
Okay then. I like this flower. I think it's nice.
I think so too. Did you know that where I come from, those have a completely different color?
Oh, really? I'd like to see that.
Great. Come visit my village someday. In fact, we should invite all of our friends. It'll be fun.
Oh, yes. That would be very exciting.
Hello, Ingrid. A good day to you.
Well, hello there. If it isn't Claude, always a pleasure.
You put in a fine performance in training today. I must redouble my own efforts.
That's kind of you to say.
By the by, do you have a moment to spare? I have been meaning to ask for your input on some new strategies.
Oh, goodness. Only if you think someone as lowly as myself might be of service.
But of course, I value your skills more highly than most any other.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, time out. Listen, Ingrid, do you really have to say, oh goodness, every couple of seconds?
What do you expect? Speaking to me as you were, I only responded in kind.
What? Do I sound that strange? I thought I was acting earnest and industrious.
I mean, yes, you do. You sound nothing short of ridiculous.
Sheesh. Have you looked in a mirror lately? You're the one who's been walking around like Queen uptight.
Excuse me? I'll admit it was a bit forced, but it certainly doesn't warrant such a title.
Look, this was fresh and fun for a while, but maybe it's time we called it quits. Acting like this isn't us. We're just going to make everyone think we've gone mad.
I agree. I must say, I have an easier time getting on with you when you're you, in all your you-ness. Come to think of it, you've always been more reliable than most anyone I know, when it really mattered.
Well, thanks for saying that. I think I liked you better when you were a bit pricklier too. I've gone so long without hearing one of your lectures, I'm almost starting to miss them.
I'm sure I can remedy that for you.
I didn't mean you need to go all out or anything. A little restraint would still be nice.
My lectures, as you call them, only persist as long as is necessary.
Oh, I think I'm coming down with a stomachache. We'll talk later, okay? Okay, see ya.
You honestly expect me to believe that? Come back here, Claude.
I heard what you did. I'm disappointed, Leonie.
Hi, Shamir. What have you heard exactly?
You aimed your bow at a group of students passing through the monastery. Was this your idiotic idea of training? I told you to be cautious.
I'm sorry. Idiotic's a bit harsh, though, isn't it?
What were you planning on doing after you took aim? Shooting passersby? Of course not. If you want to train, choose a target you can actually shoot.
I know. Everyone was pretty mad.
I really am sorry.
Nobody's happy to have a bow pointed at them.
My mentor used to do that kind of thing a lot.
Mentor? Was that Geralt? I don't know much about him. Would he really do that?
Would and did. Mostly when he was drunk, though.
Not a good habit to emulate. From now on, only aim at bugs, like I showed you.
But, I don't really like bugs.
You don't like bugs? That should make you want to aim at them even more.
I just can't look at them. Seeing all the extra legs and things, ugh, makes my skin crawl.
Then just draw some spiders and hang them on the walls. Aim at the drawings whenever you pass one. Overcome your fear of bugs while you train.
You want me to draw spiders? Ew, no. Would that even help?
Yes, I should know.
Huh? You were scared of them too?
I was, but they don't bother me anymore.
Okay, you've talked me into it. I'll give it a try.
And don't hang them where other people might pass.
Got it. Learn my lesson. Promise.
I'm choosing to believe that.
You're following me. Stop.
I am leaving you alone, just as you asked. I may be walking the same way as you, but...
What do you want?
You've made it abundantly clear I'm not to want anything from you, including politeness.
I heard a rumor that you're planning to settle down with a noble. I abandoned my family, so you'll have to look elsewhere. Not much to gain from marrying me.
I just find you interesting is all. Is that so odd?
Interesting? I'm not interesting. What do you mean?
I've never met a noble so... unsociable. Yes, that's the word, unsociable. Other nobles are quick to be friends, even if it's just because they might gain something from it.
The Empire's nobility, maybe. The Kingdom's nobility is a whole different animal.
If they are, so what? You should care how others think of you.
Why? I don't answer to them. All that matters is improving my skill. I'll prove my worth on the battlefield. Those people care so much about appearances they can't even see each other. It makes me sick.
Oh, I agree. What's important isn't how someone looks, it's their true nature. I don't pretend to know your true nature. I don't even have a very good understanding of my own. But I suppose you see mine just fine, don't you? Just a silly girl with no thoughts in her head except for marrying a noble. Yes? Goodbye, Felix.
Here you go, Felix. Have some tea.
Oh.
Sorry, but we're all out of cakes. Should I bake some more?
Please, don't.
Oh, your clothes are so dirty. Let me wash them for you.
Mercedes, what's wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just making tea. Is there something wrong with that?
You're not my mother. You don't have to bother with all this. I can do without it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. You just remind me so much of my little brother.
I do?
Yes, his name is Emile. We have different fathers, but we grew up in the same household. That is, until I was about 8 or 9 years old. I haven't seen him since then.
Sorry to state the obvious, but I'm not your brother. I'm not Emile. Can't you find someone else to bother?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll leave you alone. Please help yourself to more tea if you'd like. I can leave the pot. Goodbye.
I am me, Felix Hugo Fraldarius. There is no one else. Brother.
Shamir, can I be having your time? There is a thought that is giving me great concern.
Let's hear it, Petra.
If Dagda is ever invading Fodlan again, what will you be doing?
I'd join the army of Dagda. I'd lay waste to Fodlan and return to my homeland.
If that is the truth, then I am having one more question for you. If that was happening, and all of us were fighting for Fodlan, would you be fighting us too?
Of course. You expect me to die for you? You should be prepared to do the same. Your homeland would likely join Dagda.
So, that is your truth?
Maybe. If you'd asked me 5 years ago. I've been a mercenary since childhood. Always fighting for a bounty. If my allies didn't pay, I'd side with the enemy. It's why I became a sniper. Easier to dispose of anyone with a reward on their head. It's also why I joined the Knights of Seros. I owed them a debt, but that's all changed.
You are not fighting for money now?
That's right. When I see everyone fighting for Fodlan, I feel inclined to help. I won't die for the cause, but I will protect everyone. If the army of Dagda engaged you, I'd fight at your side.
Hearing that is it gives me great joy. Until the war is finished, let us fight together.
Hello! Will this one do? It's all yours. Take it. Will this one do? Will this one do? It's all yours. Take it. Tell your friends.
Hello there. Return soon, please.
What do you require? Farewell.
A moment, please.
Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go.
Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
That smell, it's amazing. My fave, in fact. Do you like it too?
Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my...
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. Come again.
Hello! Will this one do? It's all yours. Will this one do? It's all yours. Take it. Tell your friends.
Hello there.
This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
Ooh, I love this stuff. Did you know that?
That looks appetizing.
The flavor is nostalgic to me.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
My apologies.
Professor.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
This food is a revelation!
This is so good. Can I have seconds?
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Low. Get it? Low.
Hello there.
Gronder Field should be around here, right? But it's so foggy. Even if there were enemies here, we'd never know it.
I recall the terrain from the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, but without the ability to see the enemy's formation.
Our enemies are subject to the same conditions. We'll just have to wait for the fog to clear up.
Speaking of enemies, what do you think became of those unidentified troops? Any follow-up reports?
We haven't heard anything since. If they were headed this way... Well, I'd like to avoid being caught by surprise, but we can't make use of our scouts because of this fog. It's hard to predict this fight. There's no way to know what will happen. Of course, the morale of our allies would be crushed if we let them see us shaking in our boots. Your guidance is going to be crucial, Teach, now more than ever. Do whatever it takes to lead us to victory.
Ignatz? Why are you following me?
Oh, Can I help you with something? You must be struggling by yourself, Cyril.
This is my job. I do it myself.
Well, we could do it so much faster working together.
You don't have to.
I don't mind. Plus, if we finish early, you can go and do whatever you like.
You want to know what I want to do?
Sure, tell me.
I'd like to do my assigned work without you pestering me.
Oh. Okay.
Why are you always so concerned about what I'm doing anyway, Ignatz? It's kinda weird, you know?
Wow. It hurts when you put it like that. I've been meaning to ask you about Elmira. You always look so busy, but I thought you might talk to me if I helped with your work.
There's nothing about Elmira worth talking about.
But I find it all so fascinating. Please, tell me about the people, the buildings, the flowers. Ooh, any scenery you liked looking at.
Nope, never took much time to look at anything. Why do I gotta talk about stuff I don't want to talk about just because you're bored, Ignatz?
Even though you endured hardships, there must have been some things you enjoyed.
You don't get it. Look, I'm gonna go. Should have done it already.
Okay, sorry to bother you. Let me know if I can help. Oh, and I hope we can talk some other time.
But there's nothing to talk about. Jeez, what a weirdo.
Manuela, I would like to apologize. The other day, I said some things to you that I am, well, not proud of in the least.
Oh no, Hanneman. It is I who should be apologizing. I behaved in just the most dreadful manner. I was just lashing out at everything. You were right to call me out. Really, and I do very much mean this. I'm so sorry for my behavior.
No, please, pay it no mind. Actually, I'm thankful for what you said during our conflict.
Thankful?
Yes. You made me realize that I have a somewhat meddlesome nature. Thanks to you, I believe I've found an area in which I can improve myself.
I could say the same thing, you know. Your accusations, they really hit home. After I cooled down, I realized you were right. I really ought to try and keep my emotions a bit more under control.
Well, that's good to hear. It seems this wasn't a fruitless clash for either of us.
Oh, indeed. There's nothing more depressing than a pointless fight, is there? Don't you wonder, though, just how many times we've had this same argument?
We do always seem to be at one another's throats before we even realize it. I don't know how we manage to keep it up.
You're not wrong. Something the matter, Hanneman?
Well, it's just... you don't smile like that very often. But when you do, it is quite charming. Perhaps your struggles in love are due to your reliance on false affection, instead of your more natural charms.
Well, thank you for the compliment. Even if you did have to spoil it with criticism. If you weren't so judgmental all the time, maybe you'd have had more luck in romance yourself.
What? Manuela, as your friend, I was only trying to give you a useful bit of advice.
And that so-called advice is exactly why I call you meddlesome and overbearing.
There it is. Manuela begins to protest even when she knows the fault lies with the